Hi everyone! So hopefully now our dogs are targeting a novel object when we put it out in front of them. So last time we were practicing with Mr. Cluckers the chicken, but today we're going to use something a little bit smaller. I'm going to use some tennis balls, and that's just because if we're taking them to a therapy setting, taking a chicken and a bunch of really big awkward objects might be really tricky to carry easily into that facility or that school that we're going to. I have a couple of normal tennis balls, and then I have a Christmas tennis ball. And the goal is going to be for Tuffin to be able to pick out the Christmas tennis ball from the rest of the tennis balls. To train this, we're going to teach Tuffin to target this ball. And then as she gets really good at that, we'll start adding multiple balls. So now there'll be some non-targeted balls, but she's still going to be targeting this one. And I'll show you guys how to do that. This works for any object you could possibly want your dog to pick out. It could be different colored cups, different colored balls. It could be different letters, so they could pick out the first letter of their name if you have some of those wooden cutout letters, and that's a really fun way to do it too. Just make sure the object is distinguishable to your dog, so keep in mind that dogs are red-green colorblind. So for our Christmas ball example, this ball is red and green, so potentially not ideal, but it's also a very different shade than this tennis ball, and it's larger. It also has some designs on it, so I'm pretty confident that Tuffin will be able to pick it out from the other tennis balls. First, I'll teach Tuffin that she's targeting the Christmas tennis ball. We'll do this the exact same way we did before, where all she sees is the tennis ball. As soon as she touches it, she gets a click and a treat. Notice that I'm still tossing the treat away from the tennis ball. Now I'll add another tennis ball, but notice the Christmas tennis ball is still much closer to her nose. This is just setting her up for success, so she's still most likely to touch the Christmas tennis ball. Now I'll line the tennis balls up next to each other. If she accidentally touches the other tennis ball instead, I'll just ignore her and wait for her to touch the Christmas tennis ball. Now I'll add another tennis ball, but notice that the Christmas tennis ball is still the closest one to Tuffin. The very last thing will be to line them up all three in a row. Keep practicing this, and keep in mind that if your dog ever makes a mistake, that's okay, just ignore it, and then the next time you try it, set it up a little bit easier for them so that they're more likely to succeed.